This game was unbelievable. As a Giants fan, watching this game has me upset. Not even gonna lie. First off, hope everyone had a Merry Christmas. Hope everyone enjoyed their time with their family. If you were working, man, go get that bag, and I hope you got time to spend time with your family after that. Because I know part of us retail workers, man, some of us out there working. But I was home watching the game, watching everything unfold. The Giants and the Eagles, known to be whooped by the Eagles time in and time out. We haven't won in Philadelphia since 2014. We know the record. We know how bad we are against the Eagles. We know all this stuff. I don't like losing to the Eagles, but I can respect them when they're a good team. Yesterday, the Giants could have easily won that game. When I say easily, I genuinely mean easily. If they played sound football, if they played football like they've been playing weeks prior, besides this last week that we lost, if we played football the way we were playing, we would have beat the Eagles. Straight up. The Eagles didn't do anything crazy or astonishing that made us look that terrible. Like, they didn't do anything special. They just straight up just ran the ball on us. The Giants didn't learn how to tackle, clearly. I don't know what happened over this past week. I don't know if it's Christmas. They had no idea how to tackle. Weren't wrapping up, weren't getting guys to the ground. It was a lot of things going on for the Giants that I'm just like, what are we doing out there? Like, we looked like week one. And when you thought this defense made strides, when you thought this team made strides, everything just went right back to normal. Everything reverted back. Tommy DeVito experience, we're going to be talking about in a second, but that's over with. The defense, I've said this about Wink Martindale. I'm not going to sit here and say we should fire him, even though I did have an opinion where I'm like, hey, I don't know why everyone loves Wink Martindale, because I said this before. Wink Martindale makes the rookie quarterbacks and young quarterbacks look inexperienced and make them look like they shouldn't even be playing on that field. But when it comes to good quarterbacks, when it comes to decent quarterbacks, when it comes to quarterbacks that have a little bit of experience in them, it doesn't work. It literally, it does not work. And once again, the Eagles didn't do anything crazy. They didn't do anything that was like, wow, man, they're just way better than us in terms of route concepts, in terms of like schematics. They didn't do anything that was crazy. They were just running wide open. I remember a specific play. It's 3rd and 5, 4th and 5. It was 4th and 5. That's the type of energy that I'm just like, man, I hate that the Eagles feel that confident that they can get a 4th and 5 on us. And they did. Why? Because Xavier McKinney's 15 yards off the ball for some reason. 15 to 10 yards off the ball. And Dallas Goedert easily just runs an in route 5 yards up and gets the first down. Those are the type of things where I'm just like, why is he lined up that far to begin with? Why are these things happening? Granted, I'm going to sound super negative in this video. So if you're not a part of it, so be it. If you are a part of it, fill in with this rant with me. The Giants couldn't beat the referees and the Eagles at the same time. That's the only reason why we lost yesterday. 100%, that's the only reason why we lost. Yes, we could have played better. Yes, we could have wrapped up. Yes, we could have made more tackles. All those different things. But when you got the referees against you as well, you're not going to win that game, especially in Philadelphia. You're not going to. A lot of the flags that happened yesterday, I couldn't believe they were even called. The false start on John Michael Schmitz, when all he did was simply duck his head like every other center does in the league. Every other center does that. Jalen Carter jumps outside. It's supposed to give us a first down. Instead, here we are, 4th and 9, and we have to punt the ball. Calls like that should not have been made. The end of the first half, the Eagles are driving. The score at that point was 17-10, I believe, or 17-3. 17-3, right? Not close at that point. Not close at that point. Eagles are driving. Jalen Hurts decides to run the ball, stays in bounds for some reason, cuts back and stays in bounds. Clock is going to run out. Okereke tackled him, was attempting to reach the ball because he thought he fumbled, but he's attempting to reach the ball. The ball's played dead. And the refs called delay of game on Bobby Okereke because they felt like he was trying to keep Jalen Hurts down instead of letting him get up and trying to snap the ball. First of all, if Jalen Hurts even got up, there was around 4 seconds left. He was not going to line up and spike the ball in 4 seconds. Okereke, I've seen a lot more egregious plays where people are laying on guys, not attempting to get up when they're on top of a man. Okereke was simply reaching for the ball because he thought that it was a fumble. And we're going to call delay of game on that. Cool. Fine, whatever. That's 2 plays already. The second half opens up with us scoring a touchdown. At that point, it's 10-20. It could have been 10-17. A 1-possession game. Who knows what the game would have ended up being? Who knows? And then let's not even go to that last drive. Where on the last drive, there was a blatant pass interference. The guy doesn't even turn around on Wan'Dale Robinson. He attempts to, but he's looking up. He's not turning around towards the ball at all. And Eagles fans, if you're here, Giants fans, if you're here and you disagree with me, let me know. Let me know down in the comments. But Ringo did not turn around at all. He was attempting to, but never did, and pushed Wan'Dale before the ball even got there. And I'm going to sound super negative. I'm going to sound like a sore loser. But my point is that this Giants team is not that good. They're not. But when you're playing against the refs as well, you're not going to win games. When all those calls should have went the other way. Now, I can be fair. Was there some calls that went the Giants' way? Of course. Of course there was. But if you can just play true to the game, especially in moments that matter, the moments on the last drive of a game that we're going down to tie the game up, a blatant pass interference, you're not going to call that one? It's crazy. It's craziness to me. The John Michael Schmitz one, the delay of game, as much as I have my gripes with it, cool. But in the toughest moment of the game, you have to make that call. You have to. Because for other teams, you probably are too. I'm just being straight up honest. Now, enough of that. We're going to talk about the game itself. First off, I just want to say the Eagles, you're not that good. You're not that good. I'm going to sound like a sore loser. I'm going to sound like a sore fan. The Eagles are not that good. The Giants are not that good, and we stuck in there with y'all. And it was down to one possession at the end of the game to tie the game up. You guys are not that good. Clearly, whatever you had last year is not carrying over this year. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I don't care to look into it. All I know is that the Giants almost beat y'all. Tommy DeVito, that whole Tommy DeVito mania is over with. I don't think you can go back to him after this week, especially considering where the offense was once he came into the game. Just reading some of his stats, Tommy DeVito threw for 9 for 16, 55 yards in the first half. Fun fact, Tyrod Taylor completed less passes in the second half, but his yards went up to 133 yards. Obviously, one of the biggest plays happened to be with Sterling Shepard. I'm sorry. I miss Sterling Shepard. Happened to be with Darius Slayton, a deep ball to Darius Slayton for a touchdown, and that's just plays that you're not seeing Tommy DeVito throw. You're not seeing him let it rip. I don't think he has the arm strength like Tyrod Taylor does. And listen, I said this in the video talking about Tommy DeVito. I didn't think he was better than Daniel Jones. Shoot, barely better than Tyrod Taylor. And we just played bad defenses. We played a decent defense yesterday with the Eagles. We weren't able to throw the ball down the field. We put up 3 points in the first half. You know, granted, there's some plays that were left on the field. Waller, help your boy out on that slant. Straight up in your hands and you drop it. You got to catch that ball. Guys could have helped out Tommy DeVito. They just didn't. And overall, like Brian Daboll said, and he doesn't want to say too much, he just wanted to give a spark to the team. That's why he let Tyrod Taylor come out after the second half. And you notice that the offense was just running better. You notice the ball was going down the field. Yes, Tyrod Taylor still tucked it a couple times, but overall, Tyrod Taylor played well. Now, I just want to be here, and I'm not going to be a DJ defend this, even though I've been for a while. Some of the balls that Tyrod Taylor throws are just very inaccurate, and that's his issue. He struggles to throw the ball accurately down the field. It was a dime to Darius Slayton, but then you think about plays like Wan'Dale Robinson on that comeback where he just sailed it right over his head. He's wide open. You just got to put it on him, and he misses him. You think about the play to Saquon when he's wide open in the flats, the ball's too short, incomplete. Those plays like that is just like, man, just get him the ball. And is Daniel Jones making all those plays? Maybe, maybe not. I just think Daniel Jones is a lot more accurate than Tyrod Taylor. You think about Waller, wide open on that corner, wide open. And the ball is just flat. The ball is just short. So a lot of plays that left to be had, but overall, he looked a lot better with the offense. Tyrod Taylor should be starting these last two games. And, you know, the Giants are mathematically eliminated. The defense, a lot left to be desired. You know, we somehow, some way, we never get a pass rush when it comes to these good teams. Last week, we didn't have no pass rush. This week, we didn't. You know, Dexter Lawrence wasn't as effective as he normally is, but he's going up against Jason Kelce, one of the top centers in the league, and he's also going to get double-teamed every play. Kayvon Thibodeau, you didn't hear much out of him. Azeez made a couple of plays, but overall, man, the pass rush game was just not there. And, yeah, Deonte Banks, this is like the fourth or fifth game, I feel like, where he starts out the game and he leaves in the middle of it, but then you don't hear it's a serious injury, and then he'll be back next week. Once again, I don't know the timetable for right now with whatever injury he has, but overall, Deonte Banks, He played well. A.J. Brown had 7 yards in the first half, and then he went off in the second half. Had a lot more yardage in the second half. Adoree Jackson was in coverage on there. Overall, man, a lot left to be desired. This Giants team is not a great football team. We know that. They're not a great football team, but these losses are a little annoying. It's like a sting in the back of your neck, man. It's just a little annoying. But, you know, for the tank enthusiasts, the Giants hold the number 5 overall pick at the moment. They continue to climb the charts and can possibly continue if teams like the Patriots continue to win and other teams there. So we'll be looking to see what happens the rest of the season, man. If you're a Giants fan that's looking for the tank and looking for the draft, there's going to be more videos talking about that shortly. I kind of just want to wait until we exactly see where we are in terms of looking into other quarterbacks, wide receivers, linemen, all those different things. But overall, man, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, man. Subscribe also, bro, to 10K still active, man. Like the video. Let me know your thoughts, man. And if you haven't seen my other videos, I got more videos right here. I'll catch you on the next one. Let's go, Big Blue.